Hello, this is Thekla Petridou, the psychologist from Cyprus. This time I have a letter from a lady around 40 years old, and she goes on with bullet points and questions. Why am I not successful in my life? She's asking me. Is it because I'm trying to do everything right for my family and kids as a result of no space for nothing else in my life, even though I want it so badly? The friend that writes the letter, she's a Cypriot, but I don't know why she chose to write it in English. So you have to forgive her and me for our syntax, because if you think in Greek, or in Cypriot Greek in our case, and you translate in your mind in English, then the syntax is different. What she wants to ask by the first question is that she tries to do everything right. She tries to do everything perfect for her family and her kids. So now we realize that she's married, and there is no space or time in her life to be successful in the way she wants to be successful, even though she wishes strongly to be successful. Is it because I had no support since I were a kid? One of the issues that we usually discuss in my channel in the vlogs in Greek is the way we grow up and how it affects our personality, our success in life, and our happiness in life, and mental and spiritual health. What she's asking, it has a lot of validity, the question. I had not support since I was a child. Could this might be a reason for me not being successful in my life? It is true, my friend, and it can be seen also in the data of research on psychology, if you try to find some abstracts from research papers in psychology, and especially in educational psychology and developmental psychology, you can find the correlation between supportive upbringing, parents who support their child emotionally, and success later in life. So it might be because you had no support since you were a kid. Now she's asking another question, which is a direct translation from Greek Cypriot dialect to English. She says, is it because I was always standing in my own 2 feet since childhood? What she means to ask is that maybe the reason that she goes by herself, when we say I stand by my only 2 feet in the Cypriot Greek dialect, it means that I am all alone. I am the only person who vouches for myself. This can be a reason for somebody not to be able to achieve her dreams or her idea of success. It might be a reason. Is it because no one believed that I could achieve something in my profession? Okay, with this question, we come closer to the core of the issue here. I think, my friend, that you are not happy with your professional life. And you ask why you are not successful in your professional life. Even though your original question is, why am I not successful in my life? I realized by reading your questions one by one and trying to answer them, that what you really want to ask is, why am I not successful in my professional life? And this is a very valid question, the last one you make. No one believed in me. Could this be the reason for me not achieving the things I want to achieve, or not being successful in my professional life or in my profession? It could be. Is it because I had no one to say I'm proud of you and push me to do better or succeed more? Again, you are asking the same thing with different words. Is it because they think I'm strong and I can manage everything on my own? Now you made the most important question until now in your email. Some people, some families They identify their children to weak children and strong children. This is a common separation. If in one family there is a child that has a genetic disease or has difficulties in their personality, or they have learning disabilities, or no matter something else there is problem with them growing up, the parents might focus their support and their energy on their weak child and suppose that their strong child can do everything by herself. This is a very common trait we find in families. And many times you can see this differentiation between siblings in families, that there is a child who is born with Down syndrome, for example, or another developmental disorder. You can see that the siblings who are healthy physically, they might be neglected emotionally by the parents, because at the back of their mind they say that this child of mine who has this disorder, or who has this disease, or has these difficulties, this weak child of mine needs me more than this strong and healthy child. And having worked as a psychologist for 20 years, I've seen this sometimes also when working with groups of parents with children with disabilities. This is something that is possible to happen, not because the parents they want to mistreat their child that has no disability or no physical problems. It's because they get miscarried by their urge to protect the weak child. And then you say, sometimes you need someone to believe in you. You need to feel you are important. You need someone to give you a chance, to hold your hand and say you can do it. My friend, even though you are close to my age and you are an adult, these expressions, these cries for help, according to my opinion, what I get by reading your email is that a cry for help. Is that your inner child is crying for help. Everybody, even though we are adults, as we grow up, we continue to carry inside our inner child. That child that we were at the age of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. Even though, for example, I am 44 years old now, I remember vividly the age when I was 10 years old, or I was 7 years old, or I was 6 years old, and sometimes where I'm sad, where I'm unhappy, when I find myself filled with toxicity, when I find myself unprotected from toxicity from other people, I feel like the psychologically injured 7-year-old inner child of mine. So the cry for help from your inner child should be heard firstly by you. You should listen to your inner child who is asking from you to take care of her. Wondering, you say, am I living in the wrong side of the tracks? Am I a romantic dreamer that developed my own part of view of how the world should be? Are those thoughts my way to protect myself by saying that it's someone else's fault? I cannot know for sure. You can answer these questions for yourself, and maybe you cannot answer these questions by yourself, and you need the help of a therapist, the assistance of a therapist to answer these questions, which are very valid questions. And this shows me that you are on the right path. You are on the right side of the tracks. You are not on the wrong path. You are on the right path. Since you are wondering, and since you are asking questions, wondering, thinking is a proof, a living proof, a vivid proof that we are on the right path. It's okay to be a dreamer. It's okay to be a romantic dreamer, because if we were short of dreamers, we would never evolve as a race. Human race would never evolve, would never develop, would never succeed to come to 2019 that we are now if we didn't have dreamers amongst us. Dreamers are the very intelligent people, the very courageous people who help the world evolve. So it's okay to be a dreamer. The third question, I like it so much. You say, are those thoughts of mine a way to protect myself by saying that it's someone else's fault? It might be, it might not be. The truth is always somewhere in between. There is this inner child that is feels the unjust, feels that it's not right. Trying to find the word in English. The inner child feels suppressed and feels that he didn't have all the opportunity she deserved in life. There is the adult person who realizes that our past is our past and now I'm an adult and I can change my life by myself. But I need to be in peace with my inner child in order to have the spiritual strength to change my life for myself. Questions, any more? And it is so nice that you have more questions, which means you are alive, you are intelligent, you are romantic, you can be someone who can change the world. So many dreams undeveloped. Do you think I can make something work when my conscience let me free for what I have to do for my family, for my kids? You are talking about conscience, and you don't mean consciousness, you mean feeling guilty. You feel guilty every time you do something for yourself and you don't give all your spiritual, emotional and physical power to your family. I'm a mother also, and I had my son when I was 22 and my daughter when I was 25. I was very young to have children, and I was also very young to divorce. I took a divorce from my first husband at the age of 26. All these 15 years that I was a single mother, I had this situation that I lived in Cyprus, their father lived in Greece, and I was a single mom in a city that I had no family members. So I had to share my time, the only 24 hours of every day between work, which my job and my profession and my career absorbed at least 10 hours of my day. My children absorbed at least 4 to 6 hours of my day, and the rest would go to my sleep or my entertainment. I understand how difficult it is to make this division and to say I'm a mother, but I'm also a woman, I'm also a professional. I was a young psychologist. I wanted to succeed in my profession. I wanted to see people. I wanted to work. Oh my, when I was 26, 27, 28 years old, I would have 6 sessions on a row, 6 sessions a day, and I wouldn't get tired at all. Nowadays, at this point, I'm not seeing any clients at all. But last year, before I started with my daily TV show, I would see only 4 clients a day and I would be exhausted. When you are young, you have a lot of emotional, spiritual, mental and physical powers. Anyway, I understand what guilt means, how guilt can affect you. You feel guilty to leave your kids with a babysitter, or to leave your kids with their father, or to leave your kids at the school, at the afternoon school, and do something for yourself or something for your career. But the way I overcame guilt was to think that if I'm happy professionally and emotionally, then I will be a better role model for them, and I will be a much better influence in their life. It's all in the brain. You take an ethical decision in your brain that you will allow yourself time to evolve professionally, to evolve spiritually, to evolve psychologically, emotionally, and to understand that you are not only a mom, you are also a woman, you are also a person, you are also a parent, you are also an adult, you are also a professional, and you need time and you deserve time for yourself and for your goals. Do you think I could succeed? I am sure you can succeed because you question. Since you have questions and since you have dreams, yes, you can succeed. And also the children will grow up. Once they become adults, you will, even if you wish to spend time with them, they will spend time with their friends and ignore you. This is a case. And all the other parents that have adult children, they can assure you of that. Do you think I could do it alone? Yes, of course I think you could do it alone. But if you have a partner, because you don't say anything about your husband or partner, if you have a partner that is against you succeeding, then you will have difficulty. If you are by yourself and you are focused on your success, you will do it. But if you have somebody counterfighting you not to succeed, then you might have problems. You have difficulties. Perhaps my role in life is just serving my family and nothing more. I do not believe that no woman's role in life is just to serve their family, because we are humans and we are not animals. Animals are guided by instincts, animalistic instincts, and they do things in order to preserve their race. Humans are more evolved than animals. We have souls. We have more evolved brains. Soul is a way. I know that psychologists, experimental psychologists do not like the word soul, because it's not scientific, but let's use a more scientific word. We have evolved brains and we can do much more than our animalistic instincts. Not that I think that it's not a good idea to take care of your children, but to take only care of your children and only take care of your family, to be a cook, a servant, a driver, a cleaner, anything else than being a person to do something for yourself, it's not right. It's not right according to our civilization, according to our ethics, and according to Western society in 2019. But I need more. I need for someone to give me a chance, making what I dreamed of. That someone can be yourself. You know this? Your greatest mentor in life can be yourself. Even though it sounds very simplistic to say that, it's so difficult to apply. The only person that can effortlessly push you to succeed is yourself. When you believe in yourself. What you need to do is to believe in yourself. Is it not my passion and that's why I didn't make it? But I know that's what I want to do. Now this is another question. You say, maybe my profession is not my passion. I'm not in the right direction. But then you say, I know that's what I want to do. I'm sure that if you were on the wrong path in your profession, you don't share with me what's your profession, and it's not important really, because this applies to any profession. If a woman at her 40s, at her 30s, is in the wrong profession, or her profession is not right for her, she will realize and she will understand. Perhaps the luck you need in your life is to have people close to you that love you and can show it by believing in you. You can create this luck in your life. How? By being yourself the person who believes in you and shows to yourself that you believe in you, and by removing from your life everybody that makes you not believing in yourself, everybody that judges you negatively, everybody that makes you feel bad for yourself, everybody that wants to suppress you. If you clear your environment, now I'm using again a Greek Cypriot word, expression, translating to English. If you clear the air, if Okay, let me think in English. If you take away from you, if you remove from your life everybody who makes you doubt yourself. Now I found an English expression to say it. I have much more to say, but that's just a summary of how I see my life. And it's a very nice summary, I like it. I concluded that I'm really disappointed on my career matter, but very happy and full that I had the chance to raise my kids as I wished, with no one else's help or interference for almost 8 years. Do you think I need therapy? Yes, I do. I think that you need therapy, I need therapy, everybody needs therapy. You are not somebody who has a mental disorder or a psychological disorder that you need therapy in order to become well. But some therapy might prove very beneficial for you because you could focus on improving your self-esteem and on becoming your own self-coach. You need to become the one that will push you to succeed. Okay, you need therapy. Some sessions with a psychologist can help you to evolve mentally, cognitively, spiritually, psychologically, so that you yourself push yourself to succeed. And what you need to target is the feelings of guilt when you are away from your children. You can be a good mother by being away some times of the day. And I think this is the most important thing, that your children feel that when you are at home, you are really there, you look at them in the eyes, you have eye contact with them, you discuss with them, you communicate with them, you communicate with them, and you are really there. I wish you all the best, my friend, and yes, you can do it. Yes, you can succeed, and yes, some therapy would be beneficial for you. Thank you all for watching the video. You can subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye.